Yo. What up? What it do, YouTube? Yep, that's right. It's your boy. It's that boy, Lamont. That way Jones back in the building. Yep, you heard it right. It's that boy they call Lamont. That way Jones back in the building. And with that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy they call Lamont. That way, Jones, this way. You dig? And with that being said, my people, as you can already see, topic of discussion is part 2 of this segment that I told you guys that I was going to drop. Just in case if you hadn't seen part 1, you might want to watch it before you watch this so you won't be, you know what I'm saying, lost on the topic that I am about to continue to explain and break down for my people. You dig? Yeah, as you can already see, topic of discussion is part 2 of this segment that I told you guys that I was coming right back at you guys with, called American Racism Part 1. When it comes to Bank of America's, one of the Bank of America's operations managers, who goes by the name of Christopher B. Gomez. And with that being said, my people, don't forget what I told you guys at the end of part 1 of this segment. Once I came back with part 2 of this segment, that I was definitely going to take these uppity, high society, racist white people, to think that they're so much more better than people of color, to history school, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take these fools to school. I'm about to give these fools a history lesson, if you will, on who they really work for, since they want to be racist towards, every person of color. You dig? I'm going to let you guys see this video, then I'll be back afterwards with my comments.
I am going to Bank of America, really angry actually. I issued about 12 payroll checks today. Everybody cashed them. I have one person that is a black guy, and at the bank, they don't want to cash his check. They don't want to call me to verify the check. They're just completely refusing service. And I called and they said they couldn't talk to me. So I'm on my way over there to let them know how I feel about it, because on its own merits, it's horrible customer service. But beyond that, the fact that none of my other guys had a problem, and the only black person in my crew had a problem, leads to obvious conclusions, right? And the guy's the sweetest guy. He's very respectful, and he's there just, as he said, trying to get his own money and not trying to make a social point about commentary about our society. But I'll be glad to make a commentary about our society. I haven't decided if I'm going to record it or not, but I think I will, because it is completely inappropriate to be profiling. This guy's a hard-working carpenter, super modest and humble and hard-working American, and the fact that the bank is treating him like shit and treating me like shit is not acceptable. So I'm starting to record. Let's see what the guy says.
Yeah, there ain't nobody in line all of a sudden. I'm sorry you have to come and do my shit.
Oh, I'm sorry too. Don't worry about that. It's not your fault. Who's the manager?
Oh, shit. Obviously. It's just like...
Can you let him know that I'm here to see him? Thank you. We'll see what they have to say.
And I see why you want to do direct deposit.
I do want to do direct deposit because of this, but you know, you still nobody else had problems cashing the check, so
Maybe I'm not a good guy.
you're not a good guy?
No, I am, but maybe, like you said, it's because I'm...
Oh, well,
If another motherfucker came here, an older dude that's in their 80s or 70s, or some other motherfucker, they would have cracked and smiled. Hey, man, do you need anything new?
he wasn't as good looking as you?
I wish, maybe, but no. He was, it wasn't him, it was her. And I think she got some sort of satisfaction out of telling me that, like, it wasn't serious. That's the manager, and that's the lady, but I don't know if she called me to come out.
That's all right.
You want this?
No, just wait.
I ain't no point in me keeping it.
Oh, the check?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta cash your check.
I gotta give it back to you.
Oh no, they're gonna cash your check.
And then they tell me this, I gotta do this every time, unless I'm on some sort of name or something. Okay, I don't want nobody holding my hand, man.
This is unnecessary.
Very. I mean, only you can tell me that. Me talking, it don't make no sense. I'm belligerent. They'll call the police and be like,
Then you gotta deal with the police.
yeah, security, can you please escort this guy out first because he's giving us a problem. Why? They're not doing it. Since you've been here, out of the whole 50 people that came to carry checks, and nobody been denied. You was right, what you said.
Of course.
I didn't want to believe that because I'm good, but at the end of the day, you're right as fuck. And that's sad.
I can tell you that the other guys still cash their checks.
You know why? I say because they fuck around and took the tax man took out. I went over Uncle Sam and said, no. That shouldn't matter.
Nothing matters.
That shouldn't matter, however.
You got an ID, that's you.
That's me.
Here's your cash check. They shouldn't make me come here.
That's what you need to explain to me because I'm making my
Oh,
business to come here every time I cash you just so I have to be like, he already came to you face to face and told you what's popping. Why am I still going through this shit? Here's those beautiful ladies that turn me down. Hello.
So the manager can talk to you on this one right here.
Okay.
Just wait.
I need to speak to the manager, please. I need to speak with him. What is your name?
Sir, you can't be recording, sir. Private
I am
property.
recording.
That we can't help you at the moment.
Okay, I'll stop it. I'll stop it. Come here. Simple. I'm sorry? I'm not recording anymore. Oh, I'm not leaving here until you help me. No, I'm not moving from here until you help me. Then help me. I'm not. Record me. You can record me. Oh, just wait. Alice is calling the police.
For what?
Because he doesn't want to talk to me.
It's a place of business.
Oh, I have a lot of money here.
The Better Business Bureau wouldn't be calling that. I'm sure that he's not doing his job. But I'm not just.
Hello, manager. Do you want to do your job and talk to me?
Oh shit!
What?
I'm laughing. It's cool. It's like,
I don't know why he's
is
doing
that
this.
your card?
Huh?
Is that your card on the ground? Oh yeah. That's my card. And then he's gonna come back. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be such a rude guy. Blah blah blah. It's just policy.
I hope he does
Do
that.
this and do that and that and the third. Like, but she's the ringleader. She could have just cracked the check.
Oh, do you see the guy right next to me cashing a whole bunch of money? Going up?
He gone now. He got his money. Probably a military or maybe a cop, because you know a police station right there. So I wouldn't even put it past that. Might be a cop check. That's how that works. I'm not a cop. Said I'm not a cop. That's why they don't cash my check for that much amount of money.
I know why they didn't cash it. And they need to be told that not to do that anymore.
Yes, sir. You're right. You know her. The supervisor. And if they do cash it, she gonna get in trouble.
I just want him to cash it and apologize.
I don't even want the apology, bro. I just want to get the money and get going.
I need to learn how to
Don't
be
do
decent
that.
human beings.
You more right than anything. I'm just not even. I'm late now. My son ain't gonna get his hair cut today.
Sorry, man.
No, it's not your fault. At all. At all. If anything, it's a blessing that you being able to help me provide a haircut for him. So let's change that back. Thank you for coming here and taking time out of your busy shit to look out for my black guys. Because they sure wouldn't look out for me. And they probably all your
We'll
people.
see what happens. They have to fix the end.
Even if they don't, you coming and being commendable about that, that's awesome. Hopefully this don't ever happen again, but I'm gonna make it my business to come here every week to cash it just to be like, we're gonna go through this again. After 2 more times, they gonna lay your ass off if you have to cash it. They gonna have another manager. And they already took the check and ran the numbers and all that. So what he's doing is sending it straight to district so they can look and see if you're who you
None of
are.
the 15 other guys had any trouble cashing their checks.
Exactly. So when they be like, you got him in there with you, what the fuck is the problem? I got the beauty shot. I got your.
You have me on the right side.
Yeah, I do. And then when they look at your name to see who you are, and you got probably more bread than the rest of their life will matter, I feel bad for them trying to be funny.
They need to learn not to judge people, you know.
Damn, don't this, I mean, I ain't got no BMW, but don't this show for something to say, hey man, I ain't no broke nigga, I got $1. No, it's not enough.
Yeah, you shouldn't treat anybody like that.
I'm learning a valuable lesson because if you're doing all this for me, I can't be acting like them.
Well, and you shouldn't take it. Yeah, I understand you got to be careful and you got to be respectful because the cops come here, they're going to treat you differently than
Me?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that check. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And they gonna sit up and laugh and be like, guess what happened this week? And you had this whole stupid ass motherfucker come in here and thought he was like,
See, we both get arrested.
you won't. Cause if you really that dude with all that bread, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But I don't want you to waste your money getting me out of jail.
Oh, no. This is wrong, and very few times we get to take a stand against wrong.
I'm glad that you take advantage of it instead of just being like, fuck it, next time it's clear, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge. You came here to nip it in the butt like, hey, what you doing, bro?
That shit made my blood pressure boil.
Well, I mean, you know your money good, so it's like, what this nigga Cole be talking about my money for? Hold up,
Disrespecting you, disrespecting me.
That's disrespecting you, because that's saying your shit ain't right. I mean, I got a call from the union. I know your money right. They wouldn't have called me unless your money right. So it ain't them. It's not you. It's either her. And it ain't even him, because I met her.
See, sometimes when you're a manager, you should be able to exercise your discretion, right?
You have the right to choose if it's right or wrong.
Correct.
She didn't even go to the manager. It was her discretion. She said no. I said, can I talk to your manager?
So he should have overrode it.
He could have.
When I come here as team leader, he should have listened to me.
And then he gonna talk to her like, why didn't you let him talk to me? Well, I told him to call.
I would listen to anybody recording or not recording, even when they record me, so I can make stuff up.
How's it illegal in here?
You're still recording, sir.
I am recording now because you ignore me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave until we cross the scene because you should be able to talk to me about why you didn't cash this check. So if I stop the recording, that's good. The police come on their way. I will tell the police what I want to know.
Let me tell you something. I have 15 other employees. They all cashed their check. The only black employee I have was not able to cash his check. That's why I'm angry. I have plenty of money in this bank. There's no reason why you couldn't call me to verify the check like you always do. You refuse to call me to verify the check.
You refuse to cash a good check, and you're racially profiling, and that is wrong.
And you are the one who started that. You tell me why my other 15 employees didn't have a trouble cashing their check. Can you tell me?
She ain't got nothing to do with it. She cool.
You can't tell me. But it is messed up.
And what is the reason why? Yeah. I told him I'd stop recording, and then he didn't help. I want 15 other people cashed their check. Oh. It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
That's what this is?
Yeah, it wasn't that, but apparently it was something else, but we don't know what, right?
I don't know.
Because the other guys had the same check, even more money, and they cashed it. You should learn not to racially profile.
That's fine. I'll wait till whenever shit. It's fine. I think that calling police shit, that's a blow, bro. They should have been did that, especially when they were. The district manager didn't tell them that.
Oh, this is gonna.
I'm drawing attention to it on purpose. I'll probably go to an ATM and withdraw your cash and give it to you. That's not a problem.
It's not a problem, but I mean,
That's not the point.
yeah, I ain't tripping. I got like $2,000 in my pocket right now, bro. It's not even that. I got money.
Can you give me a card for your manager, please?
Wow, man. Look, obviously, if you call the police, you got a police station right there. If a motherfucker got robbed, they'll be here in 3-2 minutes. If I was right here doing all that talking, nigga, the police would have been here.
I'm gonna rob him of their bigotry.
They would have been. No, he want to go and sit in his office because he's defeated. She want to go sit up there and help him fucking patch up his wounds. But if you go hard, she's gonna feel it too because I figured you probably was right. She thought it didn't have no money.
Thank you.
Said they're gonna call the police. Police ain't been here, and I've been recording for damn near 10, 15 minutes, man. Like, she lied about the money. She lied about the phone.
What shit? There was no money in the account? She said there was no money in the account?
No, I said like she lied about the police coming. She lied about not giving me my money.
That's like coming.
I don't know that shit. Everybody in here got cashed out but me.
All the other guys got paid.
But me.
They didn't call me to verify the check. That's normal.
But me. I don't know why they wouldn't call.
I think you should like exercise some discretion here and talk to me as a customer. Can you tell me why you didn't call to verify the check? I get calls all the time verifying my checks. Can you tell me why he was the only one in my crew that couldn't cash his check when everybody else did?
Have a good weekend, Meredith.
Can you tell me, Meredith?
Thank you. Happy 4th of July.
You know, for your information, Calvin here is a carpenter from the union, and is a very hard-working man.
Thank you, thank you.
You should treat him with respect.
Thank you. I don't think so. It was the bank when they charges you. If they charge you to take the bank, I can use the extra $17 from the bank.
You understand?
Yes, I do. It's always Bank of America. If it's Wells Fargo, I take it to Wells Fargo. If it's Chase, I take it to Chase. I take whatever money they're taking out of it. If it's
Oh, so you just get different checks?
from the whole company, different companies. This is my first week with this guy, so
This is your first time getting paid from him?
From him, but I've been Bank of America. Like, you don't give 2 forms of ID. I actually gave my debit card, which is Bank of America. That has nothing to do with it. So it's not like I don't have Bank of America.
Well, you said might not have anything to do with you, but
Well, I don't know this, but I mean, I wouldn't have got a call from my union and been dispatched to his company.
By the way,
It
that
didn't
is my
happen.
signature. That matches my signature. That's my right. That's my signature. That's my
Now,
right.
everything that he's doing, which is the manager, she didn't do it. She was the one that told me we can't do nothing. I said, can I talk to the manager? I'm talking to him right now. He's busy, blah, blah, blah. And smile.
Everything
Great
is
day.
right.
And I was like, it's fine.
housing policies and stuff like that.
It's not matching to what?
He's doing more than
I can't tell you. That's you.
he's doing.
That's my signature. It's
But
like
he
the
can use
same image.
ATM card to go to an ATM and pull his manager out.
Do you?
Save face.
Do you feel good about yourself saying that? Just apologize for making a mistake. And that's my signature and my writing is identical. So you're saying that that's not my signature and that's why you couldn't call? And that's what he worked this whole week. He earned his pay. And you're depriving him of his pay on 4th of July.
Since you're here, over at the mall, you can,
You know what? I can go and withdraw from a DP. The point is, you racially profiled him. Yes, you did. Because he's the only black person in my team and the only person that can cash the check. 1.
two. Those checks and that writing is the spitting image of each other.
Sir, it's not just every year, it's also everything we have.
Everything matches. That's my writing and my signature.
Okay.
I'm just very sad that you can. I hope you learn from this. I hope you learn from it. I hope all of you learn from it. Because it is unreasonable for you to treat people like this. He's a hardworking man. He's coming away.
It's my first week. I ain't even been here.
No, you don't. You don't. You treated him like
I
shit.
guess she thought I did.
While all the people were cashing their checks. You treated me like a shitty customer when I
You know I
have
got money, right?
significant money here.
I mean, I didn't have to cash
you
the
shouldn't
check.
call me. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know I'm not going to say on this. I'm going to go to your district manager. I'm going to go to your corporate.
I ain't tripping off the money.
I hope you learn. It's fucking sad, man. You as a minority, probably been called being here, probably been doing all of that. You're doing the same shit to somebody else. That's why you stay at the level you stay. Ouch. Let's go now.
I went to Monday. Shit, I got
No,
money.
thank you.
You're right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, you did your job, bro. You did your job.
Now it is.
All right, so here's the check. The guy said that my writing in the check didn't match the writing of my other checks.
At Bank of America.
Yeah, which is the same thing, right? My writing, my signature, the spitting image of one another with a straight face. He's telling me that they don't match. And that's why he couldn't cash the check.
Now, my people, I'm about to give all these people, who, are so racist, towards people of color, a damn history lesson. You dig? Now, when it comes to the Italian banker who goes by the name of Amedeo Giannini, which also was an Italian banker, but now before he became an Italian banker, this guy went through hell because he was like one of the poorest Italians. He was a poor, his family was very poor, which is one of the reasons why they decided to migrate to the States. Now, when it comes to me giving these, so-called white supremacists who hate people of color so bad a history lesson, if you pay close attention, you just could learn something that I can guarantee you the average individual never ever knew. You dig? Now, with that being said, my people, before I decide to go on ahead and give you guys the full scoop, when it comes to the Italian banker that goes by the name of Amedeo Giannini, okay? Now, before I decide to go ahead and give you guys the full scoop on Mr. Amedeo Giannini, who came to America with his family when he was a kid, okay? And he was they were very poor, which is one of the reasons, like I just said, why they migrated to the States, okay? Now, get this. When it comes to Mr. Amedeo Giannini, I'm going to tell you guys something that really amazed me about this Italian who goes by the name of Mr. Giannini, okay? When it comes to Mr. Amedeo Giannini, this guy was what you would most definitely call a damn mastermind at its finest, okay? And what I mean by that, Mr. Giannini, he came up as a teenager, like I said, selling produce now. And he was so good at it, by the time the man was 30 years old, he was able to retire, okay? Dead serious. But before I finish giving you guys the history on, the old school Bank of Italy founder, as well as the Bank of America's founder, however you want to put it, as well, okay? I'm gonna break down this story, on how, Mr. Giuliani was able to pull off one of the biggest, mastermind plans, I feel like, in the history of banking. You dig? Now, back to this video I just showed you guys. I mean, I think it's a crying damn shame, man, that, racism of that sort still exists in America, okay? Whatever happened to, because see, whenever I see stuff like this, my people, it makes me think, like, how in the hell can you continue to call this, the land of, equality and all that? Yeah, right. That's a bunch of bullshit, okay? And it's and excuse my French, but that's just the way I feel about this topic when it comes to racism in America, because I feel like this has went on long enough. I mean, damn, I feel like if you're the type of person, that's so full of yourself to the point to where you're gonna hate a person of color that much to that, extreme. I mean, damn, you gotta stop and ask yourself, how would you feel if, a person in your family just happened to, have a kid or a child or something like that by a person of color? Shit. You'd have to stop and ask yourself there, what you gonna do? I mean, I know that'll really pretty much destroy a person who has this mentality. Probably even commit suicide by some shit like that, if you ask me, okay? I'm serious. Because I feel like when it comes to these high society, so-called, white supremacist high society who feels like that, they're more superior or above any other person of color, or should I say any other race that they feel like is beneath them, this video is definitely for you. If you are one of these people that I'm talking about, because like I said, I know all white people are not racist, but if you happen to be one of these people and you happen to see this history lesson is definitely for you and you only. You dig? Don't give a damn how nobody feel about it. We've been taking, we've been taking your shit forever anyway. So I mean, that's why I wouldn't give a damn. Whoever got offended by this video, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, don't get it twisted. I am not a racist. Never have been, never will be. That's why I don't understand the people that are. Because I just couldn't see myself hating another person's guts just because their skin color is not the same as mine. Because I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit. And I don't give a damn how anybody else feel about it. But I mean, it is what it is, man. And I feel like that this type of stuff has went on long enough. Because I feel like in order for these people to do this black man the way they did, this man was a hard-working black man. He earned his money just like all the rest of those white guys that came in there with the same damn paychecks, okay, that this man had. And I'm sure they knew that. But instead, they wanted to pick this man. For some reason, they wanted to pick this man right here. And there's Mr. Gomez with his sorry ass right in the middle, along with this guy's boss. But for some reason, they just had to pick this black man. And like I said, I know for a fact that this man, they had to know that the check that this man presented to them had to be was one of the same checks as his fellow white workers had prior, to him coming in there. Okay? Think about what I'm saying. I mean, the shit just didn't make any sense. But that man boss should not have had to go all the way down to that bank. And I know I know that operations manager had to feel like a real, shithead after he realized that, he just deered the shit out of one of their probably best customers who banked with him. Because if this man owns a business, a carpentry business, I can just imagine the amount of money that this guy had in that bank. And that's why I don't blame him for going in there demanding, an explanation why, the hell that they couldn't cash his other workers' check, and he already knew what time it was, because from him seeing and knowing that the other white guys that came in there with the same damn paychecks, the exact same paychecks now, that's one of the main reasons why he already knew what time it was. That's why he approached the situation the way he did, and I can't do nothing but take my hat off to this guy's boss, for going all out for him like that, because believe me, the average bosses, he would not have done that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a person of color, if you will. You dig? Like straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's why, with that being said, while they're being racist toward this man, that's why I'm about to give all those racist people who work at the Bank of America a damn history lesson on who Amadeo Giannani really was. You dig? Because, you see, my people, when it comes to Amadeo Giannani, like I was saying, Amadeo Giannani, he was the one that actually found the Bank of America, okay? And I got a video coming up in my next segment, which will be my last segment of this topic when it comes to racism in America. See, while these people were so busy being racist toward, this black guy, you know what I'm saying, by not wanting to cash his check after they cashed all his other fellow co-workers' checks that were white. See, what they didn't know was, the same bank that these people worked for was pretty much founded by the Italians. You dig? Yes. And it is still, even though they got Americans that's running it, but you best believe whatever race, finds a huge corporation like this, you can best believe it's gonna stay in the family forever. So don't be fooled, my people. Whenever you walk into the Bank of America, don't be fooled by the name. Because the Bank of America was once called the Bank of Italy. You did? That's what these people, this guy, Christopher B. Gomez, I guarantee you didn't know. But since he's supposed to be so smart, because he's this big bank executive that don't know shit about who really founded the company that his dumb ass worked for, okay? You see what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm giving history lessons on this one behind me seeing that video. And see what makes it so unique about Mr. Giannani was, there was an earthquake, back in the day. And see, he was so smart. See, he was smart enough to hurry up and get his money out of his vault. See, the other people, see, they couldn't get their money out. The same people that turned these poor Italians down, that was one of this man's main reasons for starting, his own, banking corporation, because he got sick and tired of watching hard-working Italians that was migrating to America for a better life have to get turned down by these other big banks, which were mostly ran by American whites, okay? That was one of the main reasons why Mr. Giannani ended up carrying out this mastermind of a plan, if you will. You did? See, that's why, I told you guys, why, if I was telling you guys back in my last vid to all these racists, when I say if you're gonna be racist, know what you're being racist for and why. Because little did they know, I guarantee you, little do most of these Bank of American workers know nowadays, I guarantee you most of them don't know that they are working for an Italian-based banking corporation called the Bank of America. You did? So, before you decide to be racist towards somebody, you didn't even realize half of these people don't even realize they working for some of the same Italians that were once poor at some point of their lives, who they also discriminated against back in the day, which is why the Bank of America was founded by this man right here, who goes by the name of Amadeo. One more time, Amadeo Giannani. You dig? Amadeo Giannani. And he is the Italian banker and founder of the Bank of America. You dig? And with that being said, my people, I got one last segment coming out on this topic when it comes to racism in America. You dig? Because, I think it's a damn shame that we live in a society today where you actually have people who actually believe that if the next any other person of color or ethnicity that doesn't have the same skin color as they do isn't fit to live on the land. Can you believe that shit? These people have got to be these have got to be some of the most narcissistic people. Excuse me, guys. What I'm trying to say is narcissist. This got to be some of the most narcissist individuals in the world to actually be that selfish, to feel that way, to actually feel like just because people of color skin is not the same color as theirs, they're not even fit to live on the same land that they live in, let alone exist. Can you believe the nerve of people like that? That's why I cannot stand people of this type of mentality, with this type of mentality. Like I was saying, this guy was a mastermind, and the reason that that you are seeing, the the earthquake, the giant earthquake that San Francisco had back in the day is because Mr. Giuliani was such a genius. Don't forget what I was saying. How one of the main reasons why he started, you know, his banking establishment, because he got tired of seeing hardworking Italians that had migrated from Italy, from the poor, sides of Italy to America for a better way in life with their families. See, behind that earthquake, Mr. Giuliani, he was one of the first people that was actually able to gain access, to all of his assets. You know what I'm saying? See, the other bankers, like I said, they couldn't get inside of their vaults because behind, all the, huge explosions and fires and stuff from the earthquake, their vaults were too hot to open. In other words, meant they had to wait like days before they could even open their vaults so they could continue doing their own banking as well. But see, Mr. Giuliani was such a genius. He seen, full advantage to take, and he looked at it as he was an opportunist, put it like that. Okay? When he saw that and realized when he was able to sneak his money out of that, place inside an old garbage truck. Yeah, an old garbage wagon. But that's how he was able to disguise his money. Anyway, the man was so smart, he set up shop with 2 damn barrels. He flipped over 2 barrels and made a table out of it and gave loans to all the, the other hard-working poor Italians that had migrated over there to better themselves. And guess who ended up having to, also come that he also loaned money to just off of a damn firm handshake. Guess, wild guess. You should already know. Yep, the Americans, the same ones who dogged these people out. You know what I'm saying? When it came to loaning those people the money that they needed to start a better life. And that's another reason why he ended up calling it the Bank of America eventually, because it grew so big to the point to where, it's one of the main reasons why and how he did it. And like I said, I got a video coming on the history of Mr. Giuliani as well. So, with that being said, my people, make sure y'all stay on the lookout for this last segment that I got coming on when it comes to racism in America. And you guys definitely don't want to miss this last segment that I'm going to do on this segment when it comes to racism in America. Make sure you guys stay tuned and stay on the lookout for that. With that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody who decided to stop and rock with that boy they call Lamont. That way, Jones, this way. You dig? And with that being said, my good people, may the Most High continue to bless you and all your families while you're out there on that paper chase, swimming with them sharks, trying to provide for your families during the rat race. You dig? Anyway, you guys, like I said, with that being said, make sure you guys stay tuned and make sure y'all be on the lookout for my very last segment that I'm gonna do on this topic when it comes to racism in America, my people. Until next time, my people, make sure y'all stay tuned. And if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You dig? Till next time, y'all. Peace. Peace out.